Hey guys! So I thought it would be really fun to start doing these little videos where I provide tips and answer questions in relation to business and blogging. Nothing fancy, just like little ditties. Oh my God, that's what I'm gonna start calling these videos. Little ditties. Yeah, but little ditties to help with your blog and business. So I got a question in my Facebook group earlier today from someone wanting help with how to contact somebody that you're interested in working with via email. So in today's little ditty, I'm going to be giving you 10 quick tips on how to contact someone you're interested in collaborating with via email. So that person might be a blogger, it might be a brand, whoever it is that you're interested in working with in one way or another. And I've been on the receiving end of these emails, and I've also written them. Okay, so tip number 1, keep it short. As much as I'm sure they would love to read a novel, if they open your email and it's super long, they're probably not going to want to read it, and they might not even read it. So keep it short. Tip number 2 is to keep it simple and straightforward. So don't beat around the bush for 2 paragraphs and leave them wondering why the Sam Hill you're writing them. So try to tell them what it is you're writing about and who you are in the first or second sentence. So like I contacted someone last week about I wanted to collaborate with them on this course I'm doing. And so the very first line of my email, besides the hey, the very first line was something like, "Hey, my name is Allison. I blog over at wonderlast.com, and I'm super passionate about helping people grow their blogs and businesses, and I've got a really cool collaboration opportunity that I think would greatly benefit us both." So right in that first sentence, they knew who I was, where I'm from, what I'm about, and what I'm writing about. So simple, straightforward. Number 3, be professional, but make it personal. So just because you're being professional doesn't mean it has to be stale sounding, and just like when I get an email from someone and it just sounds really boring and just stale, blah, I don't know how else to describe it, it's kind of a turnoff. So be professional, but show your personality a little bit in your writing. I love it when I can see people's personalities in the writing. So kind of type how you would talk, but be professional and personal. Tip number 4, know exactly who you're talking to. So that sounds obvious, but I actually get quite a few emails from people who obviously don't know what I'm about at all. Like I got a email from a company wanting me to try and write about one of their healthcare supplements. And I was like, my blog has nothing to do, I didn't say this, but my blog has nothing to do with health or anything like that. It made no sense. So they clearly didn't even bother visiting my site. So know who you're contacting and what they're all about, which leads me to tip number 5, which is mention something that you can build a rapport with them. So for instance, if you're contacting a blogger, you might say something like, "Oh yeah, I've been reading your blog for X amount of time and I love it because blah," but don't say blah. But you know what I'm saying. Or if you're contacting a brand, you could say something like, "Oh yeah, I've been using your product, this one, for blah, blah, blah amount of time, and I love it because blah." You know what I'm saying? Obviously only say something like this if it's true, but if you can kind of insert something in there that will build a little bit of rapport with them and show that you know exactly who you're writing, then that is good. Number 6, provide examples and backup if you can. So what I mean by this is if you are, for instance, contacting someone that you want to guest post for, leave them a link to a guest post that you've done in the past so they can see an example. Or if you haven't guest posted before, link them to one of your favorite blog posts that you've written. Give them something to see. Like when I contacted this person last week, who I'm interested, who I want to collaborate with in my course, I provided a screenshot of my school's dashboard. Hold on, there's like a truck going by. You're interfering with my video! Okay, sorry. Last week, I provided a screenshot of my school's dashboard showing how many people enrolled in my first course at launch last week. That way they could see for themselves, oh yeah, it might be a good opportunity because she had a lot of people enroll. So I wanted to show them why I felt like it was going to be beneficial. So provide examples or backup to whatever it is you're proposing, if possible. 7, I think we're on 7. Yeah. Okay, 7, don't forget to link to your website. Sounds obvious, a lot of people forget to do it. Number 8, be sure to mention how it will benefit them. So whatever you're suggesting, mention what they're going to get out of it. Little tip, Number 9, include a media kit if you have one. Just a basic media kit, your website, your stats on staff. I didn't actually include one in my email last week, so it's not a must, but you can if you want. And then finally, number 10, follow up. So if you don't hear back from them, say like a week later, contact them again, but be nice. And I wouldn't follow up more than once. I had someone follow up with me like 4 times once, and it was a little weird. So yeah, those are your tips for today. Contacting someone you want to work with. I can't find the off button, so we're just gonna awkwardly just